If things do not seem to be going your way, if there is confusion and chaos in your life, if you cannot see light at the end of the tunnel and your present and future is not bright, then this video provides you hope. And remember, with hope, miracles can happen. Hi there, this is Gaurav Gupta, your life and business success strategist. Welcome to the Morning Motivation. At age 21, Frank's father called him, sat with him and told him, "Sonny, you have to leave house today. You are an embarrassment to the family. Your mother cannot bring her friends in. Your siblings hate you and your manners. And you are a big disgrace to me as well. Leave right now, leave today, because we cannot have you any longer. And do not show your face till you find out what's wrong with you." Imagine your family, maybe your parents, maybe your other family members, telling you this and throwing you out of the house. What would you feel? I'm sure the feelings would be guilt, remorse, sadness, regret, and anger. That was exactly what Frank was feeling. But Frank's anger stemmed from the fact that it was not his fault. At age 13, he was introduced to alcohol, and by 18, he became a chronic alcoholic. So much so that it was difficult for him to control himself, and he became an embarrassment not only to the family but to himself as well. Frank's father was kind enough to refer him to a job. Frank went ahead, and in that anger, in order to prove himself right, he went and joined the job. However, due to his alcoholism, he could not sustain in the job beyond 6 months. Then he lost the next one and the next one and the next one. As a result, from a basement apartment, he moved to a single room apartment, from there to a locker room, and ultimately he was on the streets. On the streets, he was panhandled and abused, and his chronic alcoholism led him to be suicidal. The primary thoughts on his mind was either, where will I get my next drink, or should I commit suicide? Imagine somebody in this state of mind. What do you think is their future? I'm sure you guessed it right. It would be just a few more years of meaningless, vegetable existence, and then this person will pass away. Sounds sad, but what if I were to tell you that from this dirty, violent, and lonely existence, Frank not only pulled himself out, he got a job, started a business, and even became a millionaire and was honored the Officer of the Order of Canada. Sounds impossible, but this is a true life story. And how did this transformation happen? Just because of 3 variables: hope, vision, action. Frank's story is the story of magic of hope. While on the streets, there was a constant struggle in Frank's mind. Struggle between the values which were given to him while he was growing up, and struggle between the habits which had shaped his destiny so far. But Frank could not see any hope. Every day, he would promise to himself, "Tomorrow, I will become a better person. Tomorrow, I'll stop drinking. Tomorrow, I'll pick up a job. Tomorrow, I'll be the best salesperson." But that tomorrow never came. As a result, he could just see that downward spiral, and he got more and more sucked into it. With no hope at the end of the tunnel, his life was just about to end. When by God's grace, he happened to hear a radio advertisement which was focused on alcoholics. The advertisement said that if you are an alcoholic, call us, we might be able to help you. In that moment, Frank decided, I will come out of alcoholism and I'll make this call. However, the problem was he didn't have any money to make that call. Frank asked a lot of people, nobody would lend him any money. Sad, depressed, and without hope, he sat in a corner contemplating suicide. But in that moment, something miraculous happened. A gentleman was passing by and he gave 1 dime to Frank. Frank says, in a millisecond, his entire life changed. He made that call, and then onwards, never again did he touch alcohol. Frank tried very hard and came out of alcoholism. However, for 6 months, he could not find a job because the synaptic connections and neurons were all attuned to alcoholism, fight, violence, anger, and that street living. Slowly and gradually, he moved out of it, came out of it, and finally, he landed a job. With hope restored, Frank gave his 100% to this job, and he started becoming better and better. With time, he developed a vision to empower himself and also to give back to society. Frank had a dream of becoming a businessman. However, that again seemed to be very far away. Frank understood that a vision without action is just a dream. And with the newfound confidence and hope, he resolved to take action in the direction of this dream. And that's how universe works. The moment the universe understands that you are resolved and determined to take action, the universe sends help to you. That's what happened with Frank as well. Frank got in touch with a gentleman called Tom Cunningham. Tom was looking for a business partner, so Tom and Frank joined hands. They tried several different things before finally settling for a coffee shop or a coffee store. However, their venture was a disaster. They did not have bookkeepers, so they did not keep track of expenses. As a result, the entire venture was non-profitable. But Tom and Frank did not give up. With hope, faith and action and corrective action, they pulled themselves out of losses, made the venture profitable, and eventually converted it into one of the most profitable coffee chains in the world. I'm sure you must have guessed it by now. This is the story of Frank Odia, the founder of the Second Cup Coffee Company. Frank's story underlines the fact that no matter how difficult or tough today looks for you, tomorrow will always be better if you have hope, vision, and you take action. So next time, if things do not go the way you want them to go, or there's chaos and confusion in your present, and your present and future is not certain, and you cannot see light at the end of the tunnel, do keep Frank's story in mind and have hope, vision, and action. Because with hope, vision, and action, even an impossible situation can be turned into a possibility. Whenever anyone asks Frank, how did your life change? And what can others learn from your life? Frank says his life changed because he was given a ray of hope. He says hope is everything. Without hope, there is nothing. Without hope, you're small, you're insignificant, you're scared, and you're withdrawn. Without hope, you do not have the courage to change. And without hope, you cannot make a difference. So have hope, because future is the finishing line. This is not the finishing line. Your future will definitely be better. Frank further says that be kind to people. Your life can change in a millisecond. His life changed when somebody in that millisecond gave him a dime to make that call, and then everything else was taken care of. He says always be kind to other people, because one act of kindness always has a ripple effect, and you never know how that act will change other people's life or transform their life, just like his life transformed. Frank further says that tomorrow never comes. Today is the day when you should act. He always thought that tomorrow will be the day when he'll take control of his life. Tomorrow is the day when he'll stop drinking. Tomorrow is the day when he'll find a job. But that tomorrow never came till the time he actually took action. He further says, be very gentle to yourself. You are a child of the universe, just like the trees and the stars. So be kind. You have the right to live a wonderful life. Just be kind to yourself. Have a vision, but remember, a vision without action is purely dream. And finally, take action. Take massive, consistent action in the direction of your dreams. And with hope, vision, and action, your life too will transform forever. So next time, if life seems to be out of control, do not forget to have hope, because with hope, everything is possible. Hope can create miracles. Hope is the place you want to go. Hope is the person you want to know. Hope is the feeling that will carry you through. And hope is the future for me and you. I'll see you around. You have a great rest of the day. Thank you.